So just wrapped up a gym day. I had to go in at 10 o'clock at night because I couldn't make it there by 1. I had a couple things I needed to take care of, and I want to avoid going to the gym at 4 or 5 o'clock whenever possible because it's a nightmare. I assume that's for most gyms too on the weekdays. Today was arms and legs, and of course every day I go to the gym I do the assisted pull-ups until I can get to the point where I can do a pull-up without assistance. So every day I'll be hitting those at the end of the day. Pretty good workout. I did quite a few things to failure. Did 2 of my 3 tricep exercises to failure. Did my biceps, all 3 of the biceps I did exercises to failure. Couldn't hit legs too hard. Stretched and worked out the calves. The quads I was able to get done pretty good and got a really good squeeze on that. But the seated leg curl for the hamstrings was broken. I don't use the Arsenal one anymore. It's just the Arsenal one you kind of lay down on your stomach. It doesn't really work out very well for me. I feel at different points of my back on every single rep, so I don't do that one anymore. So I had to skip hamstrings. But since it was a pretty big day and I was exhausted and it was a lot of upper body stuff for arms and triceps, the neutral assisted pull-ups were quite difficult, so I barely got 10. But that's fine. On a day where I'm really exhausted, it's a good workout. We haven't hit 100,000 on Bitcoin yet, so I'm hoping tomorrow's the day. Otherwise, I'll be bummed. It's gotten pretty close. Looking at the buy and sell orders on the order book, there's actually quite a bit of sell pressure right around like 99,900 up to 100,000. So there's this huge wall of sell orders just ready to sell right around that mark, and that makes sense. There's been a lot of all right, I'm pulled over in like an abandoned or closed bank parking lot, and somebody comes up and I was looking in Arizona. So yeah, there's quite a few that are wanting to sell around then, and it's kind of been this like mythical target forever, and now it's in reality. And so a lot of people are consensus is that as soon as it hits 100,000, it's going to drop. That doesn't necessarily mean it'll happen, but it could. I think, in my opinion, once it gets that 100,000 mark, it'll go one way or the other pretty quickly. Get like a $10,000 move up or down, like in a blink of an eye. We'll see. So have a few sell orders that need to get kind of bought up before it can actually hit that mark, but it's close. It's going to happen any day now. So yeah, tomorrow, Saturday, is the El Tour de Tucson, so I'm going to try to stay off the roads tomorrow because that's not a fun time. But anyway, yeah, had a good arm day. Probably can't see the triceps, they're not that big, but at night, oh, it's not bad. Getting there. A good pump today. Oh, yeah. Got a lot of work to do, but it feels like every week I'm seeing progress, so that's motivation enough. I don't even feel like I have motivation to go to the gym. It's just right now it's at the point where it's like this one, I really want to go. I don't need to motivate myself to go because I'm seeing the newbie gains every week. In a few months, that'll probably plateau a little bit, or it'll be a little bit harder to see gains, but I am not there yet, so it's still fun for now. All right, well, it's almost midnight. I got to start working on getting home, getting some rest, so I can hit it again tomorrow. Good night, everyone.